Hi, I'm Jason Debly, and tonight's review is Knob Creek. And you're thinking, hey, you reviewed Knob Creek in your last review. Well, I did, but here's the thing. When I review whiskeys of any kind, I don't go on the internet beforehand or a book and read the tasting notes of other reviewers because I'm afraid of being tainted by their opinion. So I have a pretty big whiskey collection, and this bottle of Knob Creek is several years old, and what I didn't know when I did my last review a couple of days ago was that Knob Creek 9-year-old age statement was discontinued in 2016, like 3 years ago. So I thought, why don't I do a side-by-side? The new Knob Creek, no age statement, well, new to me, since 2016 it's been in the market, which I just bought like 2 days ago, and the old Knob Creek 9-year-old age statement. So you got these two bad boys coming at you tonight. Before we go any further, they both say small batch. Like, give it a break. There's nothing small batch about Knob Creek. I think Knob Creek is owned by Beam Global, and there's nothing small about Beam Global. They own tons of stuff. Knob Creek products are expanding as quickly as you can imagine. There's Knob Creek Rye, Knob Creek Single Barrel, Knob Creek Smoked Maple, and a whole bunch others, I'm sure. And they all say small batch. I don't think so. But for our purposes, what we want to know, is it good whiskey? So, the Knob Creek that I reviewed a couple days ago, the bottle had been open, a while, and I've been sampling it over actually 2 months. So, there was a lot of oxidation happening, and when that happens with a really bold, big whiskey, the oxidation can tame the flavor profile, which is precisely what happened here. So, let's give her a sip. Yeah, it's much smoother. And a mistake in my last review that I get to correct before you now. Knob Creek is big whiskey. It's powerful. It's a robust flavor profile of like smoked hickory, burnt caramel, cinnamon. It's candied. There's a lot going on. But my bottle's been open for a couple months, or at least a month, so that oxidation has tamed my bottle. Now, this is the 9-year-old age statement. Really, I have no complaints. Everything is in balance. It's perfect. Let's try Knob Creek no age statement, which has been out a couple of years now. It's still 50% alcohol by volume, still in a 750 milliliter format, still has that artificial silicone stopper, which is pretty tight. Now the nose, compared to the old Knob Creek, the nose on the old Knob Creek, I got a lot more oak and charcoal, for sure. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Woodford Reserve, with all due respect. Now the new Knob Creek, no age statement, the flavor's more, or the nose is more muted. Definitely more muted. But on the palate, it's a big roller coaster ride. I find it spicier, as I said before, robust. This is big dog whiskey. This is not for beginners, especially at 50% alcohol by volume. Some of you may want to add water. I have water, I've tried it with water. I would add like 1/4 teaspoon, that kind of idea, to see what you want to adjust it to your taste. Some of you gentlemen and ladies, and there are a few ladies who do watch this channel, you may want to add something else. Ice, it's okay. Make a sidecar out of it, or a Manhattan. Makes fantastic cocktails. So, again, the new Knob Creek is almost a little more fiery, a little more lively. It's less refined. You're definitely dealing with aged whiskey. There's not a dramatic difference in flavor profile between the two, but it's slight. I prefer the 9-year-old. I try not to think it's because of the age statement, but I think in a blind tasting, I'm gonna like this. This is a little more reserved, but it might be due to the oxidation. But I do recall when I first opened the bottle of the 9-year-old, it was smoother than the new release or the no age statement. On the finish, you're left with spicy vanilla, oak, good wood char, a little bit of black licorice, anise, almost like a Zambuca note, just slight. It's good. So Knob Creek is still good. I still recommend it. Good price point, 50% alcohol by volume, so be careful. Makes for a powerful Manhattan. You know, good spirits in a Manhattan or a cocktail just make the cocktail, the drink, even better. Thank you for tuning in. Cheers, and have a good day.